I'm gonna try something. Oh, first try. All right, let's try this again. What's up, guys? Alright, so I basically wanted to just take a second and talk about what I use. So this is kind of new. This is my main quad right now. It's my custom frame. It's basically a Qav-r 6-inch for the most part, except it's got a 5-inch bottom plate and a custom aluminum top plate. So it's got a Runcam Swift 2 in there. That there's a little notch cut out of the top plate for it to fit. It's got a little piece of foam under the lens with a zip tie holding it to the foam, and it's got some white electrical tape kind of bracing it and holding it, securing it to the front standoffs. These are 19mm standoffs, I think. So it is a dropped deck, kind of like the Chameleon over there. And I like the Chameleon, but I just can't ever get the FPV camera to sit in there well. I've tried the Swifts and the HS1177s, and for some reason I just can't get them to fit in there right, or when I do, they're like shaky, and I always end up just like zip tying them in somehow. But yeah, so this is a little bit more solid. I think I like this better, but time will tell. It's got a KISS flight controller in there, but it's not even running KISS. I haven't had a very good experience with the KISS GUI. I've had 3 of these flight controllers, and they're all real. They were all bought from either Get FPV or Flyduino itself. They're the real deal, real KISSes. I just haven't been able to get KISS to work for me very well, so I swapped them to to Betaflight, and Betaflight's been smooth, and I really like it. They fly good with Betaflight, and I can't complain. The control with it is really good. I've tried like the Lux, and the Lux was kind of sketchy. I don't like tuning, and this on 3.2, I think is what I've got, Betaflight 3.2 on it. It flies smooth, and I like the feel of it without really having to tune it real good. That being said, I've got the little Lumenier 4-power PDB thing under here. Works fine. I don't know, it's simple. It works. I like the layout, works pretty good. I've got DYS 35 amp ESCs, and they're running dshot 600. I like these ESCs, but like most ESCs, you don't solder on your own wire, so they've got this weird coating on it with pre-soldered wires, and I cannot stand pre-soldered wires on ESCs, especially when they're coated. But I got these with a quad I bought on eBay for 60 bucks, so I really can't complain. I really like the Wraith ESCs better, but I'm saving those for another build with the EFAL 2407 motors. So yeah, so I got those DYS ESCs on there right now. They're smooth, they're good. I've got a TBS Unify Pro HV on here. I'm running with a Lumenier AX2 antenna. Got a XM Plus with the whole diversity antenna thing going on. And also something cool, I've got a notch cut out of my top plate that actually holds the antenna. Both of them, or the VTX, or the video antenna and the RC antenna, It's kind of cool. The notch for the video antenna is very similar to this Mr. Steel mod. So yeah, it's really cool. I've got my custom motors. They're basically, it's a Redbottom and Emax Redbottom bell on a Cobra 2204 stator. It fits, it works. I hate the Redbottom stators and I hate the Cobra bells, but I like the Redbottom bells and I love the Cobra stators. So I just made what I like and I shimmed the shafts and put the new clips on there so it works. And it works pretty well so far. Haven't had any issues really. It stays together. These are the HQ6045 props, and these are way too much for this motor, I think. I'm going to try the 6030x3, the tri-blade prop that HQ's got. I'll see how that does. I want to try 6" just because this frame will swing a 6". But if not, I'll just probably run the usual HQ 5x4.3x3. I like those. Those are pretty good with most of these motors. I've got, let's see what else. The XT60 pigtail, something weird with this. I know most people do it out either side. I've zip tied mine in the bottom. So basically the back, I've got the XT60 and then the XM Plus right beside it, hooked to the bottom plate. And then I've got my video transmitter hooked to the top plate. So the XT60 is behind there. The battery plugs in there fine. I know that it kind of sticks out, but I haven't had any issues yet. I don't really land or crash on the back very often, and these stick out far enough that something would hit it, such as the prop first, I believe. But yeah, I haven't had any issues yet. Just time will tell again. This is the Panda 1395C. I think it's 95 to 190C. It's a great battery. I think I'm going to fly 5S on this thing maybe, but for right now I'm just flying 4S. I've got a bunch of tattoo lipos, and they're a little bit lighter, but I actually kind of prefer this Panda. I've got more of them somewhere. But anyway, these Panda ones are pretty solid. I like these Panda batteries. I haven't puffed any yet or anything. They're durable. I like them. They're nice. I've got a GoPro session on here with a QAV210 mount. It works good. Yeah. For goggles, I've been using these Fathsark Dominator V3s. They're awesome. It's a 16:9 aspect ratio, which when you put 16:9 with a 4:3, such as the Swift 2 on a GoPro lens, I actually really like the look of it. I've tried like 3 Runcam lenses, like I've tried 2.5mm, 2.8mm, and I think 2.1mm, and I hated all of those. The only one I like is the GoPro lens. So yeah, I've got an IB Crazy antenna, and this is the Furious FPV True D Diversity module. This is the first version of it. And it works good. It's pretty solid. The guy I bought this from off eBay also gave me this antenna, and it's okay. It's left-hand polarized, and it sticks out really far. And I don't really know how this style of antenna works, but I don't know. It gets my right-hand footage pretty decently. It's good for, it's a patch antenna, I'm guessing, but it's pretty good. I plan on putting the immersion patch on here sometime, though. Just so it's a little bit closer to your face, and a little bit smaller. And then lastly, this is the controller that I use. It's the Qx7. I recently upgraded to this from a Turnigy 9X. I also used to use the Teleporter V4 goggles, and I really love this. I had to upgrade to this just mainly for the fingers, the fit of the gimbals. I have small fingers, so I kind of needed something a little bit different in that 9X, and this works great. It also hooks up via USB port to my laptop, so I can use a simulator. I use the DRL simulator, and I can also hook my goggles up to my laptop through a micro HDMI port and fly with my controller and my goggles on a simulator. So that's really cool. So that's what I use, what I like. So far this has been pretty solid. Like I said, I'm not going to use these props all the time. I'm probably going to use different props, but those worked. Now I want to take a second and talk about something a little different. my cousin, his name is Adam, is a blacksmith and a bladesmith. So basically, he can forge knives, weapons, tools, all kinds of stuff. He's a really great guy. He's also got a YouTube channel. I'll give you an idea of a couple things he's made. He's made a steel rose. He's made me a knife. It's awesome. It's been sharpened like once, and it's still razor sharp. And I use it a lot. I've done all types of things. I've scored metal. I cut electrical tape with it like 24/7. He's made scorpion bottle openers. He's made this. It's a split cross. It's like the things he's made are awesome. He's got merch on his store. Check out his YouTube channel. If you've got any ideas on something he can make or something he can do, or if there's anything you'd like him to make you, just let him know. Head over there. I'll have his store and all of that in the description. Check out his channel. It'll be in the description. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening to me ramble on about my setup and what I like to fly and all that. So subscribe if you haven't, if you're interested. I should have a schedule coming so I can start putting videos out a little bit more regularly. I hope to do some more cinematic stuff with the Phantom, kind of like the video of Falling Spring Falls. I got pretty good results from that video, over 300 views in like a week, which I'm pretty psyched out about, so thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for the support. To my family and friends, I really appreciate you guys. I really couldn't do this without y'all. Y'all are really encouraging, and I appreciate you guys. So thank y'all for watching and hanging out with me for a minute. So yeah, y'all take it easy. Bye. Tastes better than the water at the school. Golly.